Okay, so welcome to the beta showcase. This is the beta currently in the Discord as of most likely releasing this video. If not, it's the second most up to date. Depends on how fast I work on the next update.
Get the lead out. We've got orders.
But to start the showcase off,
57mm AT gun
there's
now
quite a
deployable
few.
by air.
There's a few new
Air
factions.
supply of field ordnance is available. A capture point is being overrun.
So if you noticed, if you've played the mod before, you noticed that there was this all seems reasonable for the USF. USF being the 75th Rangers. No, nothing out of the ordinary. One of the few new things about the beta is I've taken the whale-marked the whale-marked officer, the one that's from Co 1 I gave to the Austupan forces, and I gave it to all factions. And it now has traits. It has resource traits from Tab Effect. People wanted it, so I gave the people what they wanted. Simple.
Organize the men, Corporal. Mass them up and move them out. Captain just took the battlefield.
But yeah, a few new things about the beta.
There's a major reporting for action. Armory has unlocked the Browning automatic rifle.
First off, the Rangers have a new unit. They've gotten their AA vehicle. They've gotten the Skink. They got the 20 mil.
On, firing.
This thing, it's not half bad. It serves decently as an mainly anti-aircraft
Let's
tank.
go. Get us over to that new position.
At least gives the vehicle,
Stow those damn
not
rounds
vehicle,
and
but
get this thing moving.
the faction the ability to take on aircraft. So if I make this invulnerable and make
Cap
it
is in place. P-47's on station.
this thing should shoot down the P-47 rocket strafe on its own, which is really nice because the Rangers have been missing proper AA. Yep, it's already gotten a kill. And it should be killing the other P-47 on its strafe. No, that P-47's just taken. But yeah, this will eventually, yeah, it just sold it. Okay. But like, we have, next up, Rangers Read the Way was fixed. It will no longer cost you double of what it says. Instead of costing 150, it was actually taking away 300.
Troops are good to go.
Because before I had it, back before it was a commandable ability, it was an HQ ability. And I had to put a modify resource action on it to take away the resources required that stayed even after it became a command ball ability, which fixed its cost issue. So it's inadvertently costing you double to use. I just realized I have fucked up. I should say, okay. I can no longer pick Astra Militarum. I was gonna show that off. Legitimate mistake. But, the reason I can no longer pick it out is these two upgrades, To the Last Man and Improved Laws, locks out the ability to pick some. It locks out the ability to pick out other factions. So as you see, it locks out other faction UI preview on both of them. This is to show you, hey, this locks out your ability to pick other factions.
A capture point is under attack.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna mind what's going on there. So I'm gonna have to actually take over this AI to properly show you. But yeah, give me a second as I set this up. Stamp. Yeah,
Supply half track is ready for orders. Supply
I
half
still
track is
haven't
in
figured
action.
out how to
Standing
fix
by for
the
setting of command post.
Panzer HQ issue, or the medical HQ issue. But first new faction I'm selling off then, I guess, is the Hyperleaf Commando. This one is still actually actively being worked on as of current. It has faction work, WIP, work in progress. This faction is currently being worked on. This is a UI preview. Can only be seen in the beta. That'll be removed after it exits being worked on fully. But yeah, you have Elite Force, all units under your command are hardened veterans of countless battles and are ready to die for the fatherland. Push your enemies under the steel boots of your infantry. Resources sent elsewhere. Income is being sent to other fronts. Make do with what you have, Commandante. 25% income reduction. Core HQ upgrades no longer give you income boosts. And deploy highly skilled units to the battlefield. While not being big in number, they make up for this in skill. While troop training leads to fast veteran units, and deploy the most field units in the world. So what to say,
Prepare for combat.
but that gets that done. So if we pick this, walks out all of the other units. You can no longer place the UNSC
Stand
effective.
ready. Schnell. That territory needs to be secured. Schnell. That territory.
We're not going to talk
Formal
about
command
what
has been
these are
set.
yet.
The static post is now in operation.
But yeah,
Quickly. We need to secure that area.
next walk round, I'll be removing this as an option.
Regimental
To
HQ
no
for
longer be able
mechanized
to have the
units will be
UNSC
here.
HQ as Hyperleaf Commando. So yeah. But up on the rocket, we have Mountain Pioneer
Pioneers
and
reporting
Mountain
for
Troops
duty.
in main HQ.
Troops Grenadier ready for action.
These are your basic infantry,
Prepare to advance.
your standard. And Mountain Troops are not bad. Another thing is, this entire faction, if you didn't know,
Command
you
has
can
been
scroll
permanently
real down,
established as a static post.
and you can actually see all the troops have 8 vet levels. So right here, those vet level 6 unlocks for the fatherland, vet 7 harder to hit, vet 8, that text. Bad UIs because Company of Heroes 2 was never meant to show this many vet levels, but it still had the capability to do so for some reason, which is kind of confusing.
Ready to move. Make good your
But yeah, this squad armed with PSD-43s. Okay, before I continue, this is because this faction is a faction I made as a Google document for TAP. This is a faction meant to enter the Advanced Powers mod, not my mod. They didn't win the faction contest in 2024. Understandable, considering the fact it was actually from 2023 in October. I may have to change all the weapon names and that for public release. I don't know. I will probably have to see if I could talk to the TAP devs or not,
Point out.
but
Forward march.
who knows. Yeah, Mountain Troops. They have 8 vet levels. They have 2 grenade abilities for some reason. I'll be fixing this in the next beta patch.
Engage with Granate.
But yeah, they have 2
Brigade
grenades.
fired upon.
They can build sandbag space fine. They have 4 of the fatherland. The squad will fight harder until they either win or they die. Basically, this is a vet 6 ability, so even if you're vet 5, this won't be unlocked. You actually have to be vet 6. So you see it's now active, and they get a good bit of boosts. On average, I can get a vet 6 squad with it on can beat a vet 5, vet 6 squad without it on.
Volksgrenadier are on the line.
So like if we
Cooper. Prepare for action.
go over here
Point out. Forward march. Ready weapons. Grenadiers operational.
and make this squad a vet 6,
Cooper.
and we make this squad an enemy. If we activate for the fatherland on this one should win hands down. Now, although these are mountain troops, these are not well equipped and not really well trained. So they may still lose, just based on RNG. Because they may just miss. I mean, they are actually missing a lot, and they are losing.
Shift your cover! Keep them guessing! Enemy infantry! Grenadiers ready!
This is actually meant to be blocking out retreat currently as it sits. But I do not know how to do that, as it's not that easy to set up in
Grenadiers ready!
for some reason.
Ready for deployment! Ready! Field promotion!
But as you see, I mean, the squad really has it.
Incoming fire! Rounds getting close!
I'm gonna let them get it, and we'll come back once one of them won. But
Troops
again, level
Grenadier
squad.
ready for action.
Grenadiers operational. Do
They
not
also can
engage
upgrade
unless
from the
fired upon.
PSG-43s to PSG-44s. This increases their accuracy, damage, armor penetration, cooldown, reload, magazine size too even. This is a truly
Attacking in force!
advanced variant. It's basically an overall stat increase for 100 munitions. So if we look at the models, it also gives them 2 AT rifles. So if we look,
Grenadiers upgraded. Quickly.
apparently that guy's not equipping it, which is an
Folks
issue.
Grenadier are on the line.
I'm here because I blitzed my grand. Killed her.
As I said, this is a beta, so yeah, that guy's not equipping a new one.
Squad! Move on.
Tells me there's an issue going on. Issue before, but yeah, 2 AT rifles and 3 PSG-44s when it's meant to be, well, 3 when it's meant to be 4.
Move out!
But yeah, they could go up to this tank now and just kill it.
Point out. Forward march.
Or if they really want to, they could just kill the squad.
Enemy infantry! Grenadiers ready.
They also don't have tracers for some reason.
Enemy Cooper down!
When this one does, which does tell me it is broken. But yeah, actually they can't kill this thing. This thing's actually quite powerful. It's actually quite efficient at shredding infantry. Who would have known Quad 20s would efficiently shred infantry?
Grenadiers, move out. Do not
But yeah, they
engage
have
unless
that
fired
package.
upon. Ready to
Oh,
move.
Mountain Pioneer.
Good your weapon.
They have advanced repair. That's meant to be okay. Annoying, but okay. But they are actually armed. If we give them invincibility, they should actually
We've
fire.
lost a squad of infantry.
Keep your heads down.
But yeah, basically this is an issue with models, again. They're meant to be having FG-42s, and you can upgrade them to STG-44s,
We have our new equipment.
which gives them a good bit of firepower. No panic structure. This isn't the base game Storm Pioneers where you just
Eyes up.
auto win against everything.
Direct hit.
Without question.
Move. Verschieben.
That's full enough.
Ready. Maneuvers out.
But next up we have Elite Jaegers.
Combat unit ready.
And these guys have grenade assault. They have a smoke grenade, they have booby trap, they have salvage, flails, and they are overall not half bad. Like in a shootout around this distance, they should just flat out. Should.
Return fire. Jaeger.
But who knows, at this point, I don't even understand my arm.
Keep moving. They can't shoot.
It does seem like the Storm
To
Pioneers
new
got
firing
lucky.
positions.
Well, I'm gonna give them HP. I'm gonna reinforce them.
Squad under fire! Keep moving. They can't shoot.
Because apparently these guys are just too good.
Keep your heads down and be ready to move.
But we do have an upgrade package. We get PST-44s. The same PST-44s on the mountain troops, but they also get a hold of sights and binoculars, increasing weapon range and sight range. Basically, they can go like all the way back here, and they can keep
Keep your
shooting,
aim steady and engage. Keep moving. They can't shoot.
which is quite impressive.
Focus your fire. Halt. A promotion. Took long enough.
It lets them engage infantry from a long range, effectively. I mean, it's not the most effective in the world, but like this is what we consider long range. And of course, you could get closer for better accuracy. Now, we would be looking at Battlehold and Obsidaton, but that requires Panzer HQ. Battlehold and the Battlehold and Nobles are from both the Eastern and Western fronts. I don't know the whole of even my own mod, so who says where this takes place or what time frame?
Squad, nothing like a trick through the countryside. I just wish it wasn't this country. Heading
But
to location.
since we can't look at the Battlehold and Nobles yet, we get to look at the
Ready
Astrupen,
for action.
the Angusstuben. And these guys are not half bad. Now, this is an issue I know about. This is okay. But yeah, this right here is an issue. I'll probably just give them Battle Phase 1 for free. Or even just all of the battle phases. And not bother with making a custom ability for this.
Move out.
Yeah, they can make sandbags. They have tactical events. Basically just tactical events of Pale Troopers but better. And baseline. They got all MP40s. The squad has 100 HP. In fact, they all have 100 HP in per model. Making these guys on average
Grenadier
tankier.
are on the line. Pioneer Group is ready for action.
They also all have 2 body armor instead of 1. So not only do they have 20 more HP per model, they have an extra armor. Making them even harder to kill. This is made up by having 25% less income, and these upgrades no longer giving their income increase. Basically, you're gonna be manpower and just resource stall. How you see my 5 units, I'm already at 174 manpower gain. This is quite bad, considering everything. Yeah, these guys are gonna have grenade assault. They have concussion grenades, smokes, tactical events, and they have thriving under fire as a passive. Squad will become harder to hit after being in combat for assault bit. So, okay, yeah, that's a lot. But after being in combat for 5 seconds, they gain a received accuracy reduction, making them harder to hit. So they can just easily just kill these Jaegers without even trying.
Hurry! Get to that position! Ready!
Next up, we got the infantry.
Unit ready. Jäger, more
And these
marching.
are,
We
just-
live for fucking marching.
you know, they're effectively stormtroopers as an HQ. You can actually use these guys to be spawned in buildings. It's just this map doesn't have buildings. Also, my squad lost. RNG really fucked them over, I guess. Also, I'm pretty sure the AI is pop cap.
Squad, nothing like a trick through the countryside.
But yeah,
I just wish it was
infiltrators, they have anti-tank grenades, they have smoke grenades, they have tactical events, and they have concussions.
heading to location.
Which is all quite nice. Makes them basically another anti-infantry unit that you can quick and spawn out of a building anywhere.
Live for sure. Headed to the pile.
Also, this isn't actually a part of the Hyperleaf Commander, but Commandos do have special HQs. In fact, they have a Doctrine HQ tab now for OKW. Basically, depending on the Doctrine you pick, so I am Elite Armor, as that's what the AI picked, I get Panzer Elite Command. Basically, as I upgrade, I get more abilities, and these upgrades give bonuses. So I get a Mechanized Panzerhaus Troop and L640 Column. Or Stupid Sheep. And yeah, these are not half bad. They are cheap and honestly probably go well with the Hyperleaf Commando, giving you some cheap vehicles and infantry to work with. But let's take a look at the Battle Hardened Obsidian. So let's get our Repair Pioneers. Let's get Field Medics.
The command vehicle has gone static.
That spawns in
HQ
Panzer
operations
HQ.
now underway.
And now, we can spawn, well not spawn, but make Battle Hardened Obsidian. 450 manpower A squad, and this is not even going to be the most expensive squad the Vaxxon will have.
This is what we're trained for.
Ready to
These
execute.
guys,
Prepare for orders.
they are one of the best infantry units within the mod. The mod's beta, as I've called it.
Attention,
They are
cavalry.
effectively a one squad force.
Combat unit ready.
They have Incendiary Panzerfaust. This is from the Hellbringers of Unit C. I'm most likely going to be removing this, but for now in the beta, it's Kiel. They have hardened veterans. They have, having fought in many battles, these men are ready for the worst of it. So they take less suppression, and once they're vet free, they gain more sight range and damage after being in combat for a short while. So after 5 seconds of being in combat, they gain +2 damage assault, and I can get +5 sight. I have it as. They also have super bundle grenades. So I actually need that
Confirmed.
tank group again to showcase this. But it's the same super bundle grenade as you can find on the Commander Lost Trooper.
Stand ready, Kameraden. Lights storm rifles coming.
They do have STG-44's baseline, but the Obsidian model was never set up to actually hold it. So you can upgrade to infrared STG-44s. These are just better.
Move quickly.
But the bundle grenade,
If necessary.
this thing's actually quite good. It mobilizes vehicles altogether, just like the TAP variant. Meaning these guys basically become emplacements.
Gruppe, prepare for action.
But yeah, these Battle Hardened Obsidian, they also have Booby Trap Point, and they still have their Light Phosphorus Grenade.
Nothing like a trek through the countryside. I just wish it
Like,
wasn't this
these
country.
upgraded ones should just win against these Elite Eagles. As these are actually good units. Like, they should just flat out shred. Of course, the cost comes at being 450 manpower squad and costing 8 pop cap, which is actually quite a bit in my mind.
Orders.
Even with the pop cap being increased to 200 baseline, 8 pop cap is quite a bit. In fact, this may actually come with a pop cap decrease, so you may even suffer even more
Make safe
later
and
on.
prepare to move.
Where they can upgrade with battle hardened renegade fuel.
Upgrade complete. Defensive
This
fire
increases
always.
their accuracy and sight range,
Move quickly.
and adds another guy to the
If
squad.
necessary.
They can upgrade with the super fast. I misspelled Super Panzerfaust. It's meant to be super fast, not super fast.
Upgrade is completed.
It's kind of funny.
Is the day. This war turns Watch the flags.
But yeah, if we walk up to this,
Do not
if we just walk up to it, we can just hit it with a super strike. Well, not super strike, super fast. It's like we could just target it, and it's just gonna take a huge amount of damage effectively.
Scout vehicle ready.
It is invulnerable still, so it didn't actually die.
Get us over to that location. Move out.
Watch the flags.
But yeah, the last thing is quite terrifying actually. We have the MG46B Razor LMG. This was actually, as I said, this faction was made for it was made for the Advanced PALS mod, as this was a Google document faction made 2023, so like literally a year ago now. So this will probably get changed, and the name may still be the same, but the name will probably be changed. And this right here, it's probably one of the most powerful, like, infantry-based weapons that are kinda cheap. That's not like a commando. For 125 manpower and 50 munitions, you get a guy with an MG46B.
Upgrade complete. Back to full speed.
This thing is terrifying.
Shoot only if necessary.
Like, actually legitimately terrifying. It will shred through vehicles, even.
Watch the flags.
It effectively acts as passive AT and passive anti-infantry.
Prepared for action.
So even this, hell, let's say this is vet 5 even,
Obtained
and
field
it'll just shred
promotion.
it.
Taking
Period.
fire.
I mean, look at its health pool. It's just going away. And then we can hit it with like a super Faust.
Combat promotion. That's it. Armor destroyed. Good shot. Run.
Hell, let's turn off the invincibility on this guy. So that's no longer invincible, and we can just walk up and kill it.
Do not stop for threats.
This squad does not fuck around.
Klar.
This is the epitome of fuck around and find out.
The enemy panzer engaging.
As if I hover over, I have the attack cursor that tells me I can pin it. In fact, it's taking damage currently. But this is actually still quite good, even the battle-hardened nobles can't withstand it.
Send orders.
Which really does go to show how powerful this truly is. So that's the Hyper Reefer Commando review done.
Move quickly. Shoot only if necessary.
I'll actually keep this squad alive and make it Vet 8. Because all Hyper Reefer Commando squads can reach Vet 8. Vet 8 gives ability cooldowns even. So, all these abilities cool down 20% faster, which is quite nice. But next up, we have the Astra Militarum. For the God Emperor, you know? Astra Militarum. Also known as the Imperial Guard. They are the hammer and shield of the Imperium of Man, and the grim dark lord of the M40 of the 41st millennium. So first off, as one of the UI previews tell you, you have morale. Squads of the Astra Militarum, after being in combat for a bit, will have to take morale tests, and if failed, they will for a short time be wolves. And we also have Legion of the Damned. The Legion of the Damned are mysterious band of space marines, which appears unbidden when all hope seems lost, striding from its hidden netherworld in the immaterial warp to begin retribution to the Imperium's foes. Same description here. And this spawns in 2 Space Marine squads, effectively. That have Medium Crush and Medium Crush Pathfinding. And they fuck. As you see, they can kill this vehicle. And they are quite good. They actually legitimately can't die. Like, period. As you see, they have Medium Crush right here. They crush wherever they come across. Making them actually quite good as a con.
Prepare to move. Keep the RPM up. I don't want to
But almost 2 squads will show up, and after 60 seconds they will leave this plane of being. They will go back into the warp in a puff of smoke. So if we just keep our eye on them for a second, they should be going into the warp any second. Like that. This con lasts for a minute, but it has a recharge time of 5 minutes. So this is a like last ditch, oh fuck, we're being overrun ability. Or if you need like to deal with certain things that I'm not going to talk about yet. Don't ask why an HQ. Don't ask why that point on the map is now highlighted. We're not going to talk about that yet. But yeah, we got our tech priests, we got our guardsmen. Tech priests are basically just the engineer. In fact, wait, these guys have... Why do these guys have advanced... I gave both of these guys advanced repair, but only one has it. Oh, that's right, okay. So Mountain Pioneer at Vet 6 gains their advanced repair. I forgot that, actually, so that's what I fucked up on. Yeah, requires not advanced repair on rock. And you get advanced repair. This is basically double the speed and no downside while repairing. But tech engineer has the same ability but baseline. Astro Militarum as a whole do not have that, if you've noticed.
I'm ready. Go.
Tech Priest doesn't have any. Our guardsmen here, they have defenses, and they have overcharged power packs and fixed bayonets. But they can also upgrade. They get a plasma gun, they get a grenade launcher, and with tactical control, the captain being dispatched, they can get a sergeant. But basically, they can fix bayonets. It decreases the range massively, but massively increases damage, accuracy, and move speed. Acting as if they fixed bayonets and bayonet charged the enemy. And you have overcharged power packs, which they gain increased range, damage, and armor pin. But there's a small side effect where they may blow up because they may fuck up. So they didn't fuck up this time. Yeah, your squad may just end up dying. So if I do this, overcharge. Wow. Okay, I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. Okay, I had this happening all the time when I was actually playing at beta test matches. Like, I haven't lowered the chances since then. It should be happening. But, like, yeah, you see, he said fuck. Now he's gonna, like, lose yeah, he just lost 5 squad members because of that. So if you fuck up, you lose about 60% of the squad. But, these guys are 99 manpower for 2 pop. 2 pop cap, and only 99 manpower for a squad of 9. Downsides, these guys are easy to hit. They are actually as easy to hit as a Strupen. And they only have 40 HP immortal. They have half the normal HP of an infantry model. And on top of that, they have 0 armor. Normal infantry have 1 armor. So not only do they have half the HP, but they have no armor. You can rectify this over time.
Light tank ready for action. Crew, get driver.
That's
Forward.
tank over. But over time, you can fix this. So you can activate the
Officer
Prussian
has
command post.
reported for duty.
And you can mechanize, of course, but you have Will of the Emperor. This increases the HP of the Guardsman squad and slightly increases accuracy. Because they do not have great accuracy, so they can miss. They will miss a lot, in fact. So if we go in here and we give them Will of the Emperor, they go up to 55 HP or more. If we go to Death Before Dishonor, this also increases health of all Guardsmen. This will put them around 70 HP a model, which is still 10 less than a normal squad, but this is quite good, considering everything, you know? Considering how little pop cap they are with how little manpower they cost. They also suck at shooting, but, I mean, you know, within the first, like, 2 minutes you can feel like 10 squads. It's crazy. But you can also get the captain, mechanized captain post, which is tactical control in my eyes. But we can get satellite targeting. This increases the range of all of the Guardsmen squad weapons, gives them +5 range, and slightly increases sight range. So they can they can shoot from further away. And they have more sight range to back that up. But then we also have Battle Arm. This increases the HP of all squads. Well, increases the HP of all Guardsmen squads again. This puts them at 85 HP per model. This actually inadvertently makes them the most tanky baseline squad of any faction frontline. With 85 HP a model, the only guys with more HP are the Hyper Lethal Commander, which is quite good. They still don't have any body armor, so they still get killed by basically everything, but hey, they can survive now. But since we now have mechanized tactic control, we can upgrade with Guardsman Sergeants. Upgrading with Sergeants will grant you frag grenades and smoke grenades, making the squad have more utility. It's pretty good, you know? You get a frag, you get a smoke. This is actually the Kasrkin frag grenade. So units after they get hit by us will actually have to take a morale test. If they fail, they become bad for a bit, shortly. So like 5 seconds after they get hit by the grenade, they perform much force. Kinda like the demolition pack concussion critical. But now we have Kasrkin, Ogun, and Chimeras.
Drive, get in.
Kasrkin are quite good. They are captive free, and they come with frag grenades baseline. They can also upgrade with plasma guns and grenade launchers. Grenade launchers are invisible because it's a Car 98, so our troops can't use the Car 98 model for some reason. But yeah, these guys are not half bad. They do not nearly die as quickly as Guardsmen. But they can upgrade with Kasrkin Sergeants. This will reduce the suppressant they take, while also increasing reload speed. And it will also grant them crack grenades.
Ready for action.
So yeah, they are quite good.
Ready.
So like if we make this guy invincible, take him over here, take this guy over here,
This time, go easy on
and make him an enemy. If we run up, we can run up and hit a crack grenade. Maybe a cool wagon wasn't a good idea.
Scout vehicle ready.
The Kazakhstan squad does have a
Keep
fucking
the
plasma.
RPM up. I don't want to get stuck. I'm ready. Go.
Plasma gun actually did get an off recently in my beta. It does 50% less damage versus infantry because it was shredding commandos a bit too easy. But then we have Ogryn. I mean, the Ogryn, they have more HP. They're still like slightly easier to hit than normal infantry, but they have a lot of HP. They have a lot of HP. They have 170 HP per model when you upgrade them. Because the Ogryn Bonehead increases their HP and armor. In fact, they I mean they'll probably still just immediately die because there's a squad through the plasma gun. But like they have shotguns.
Contact! Enemy fire! All set!
I don't think they were able to kill a single person there. I mean, we just have big guardsmen shooting them, but they're not bad. And now we have the Chimera.
Move out!
It's the Chimera.
Onwards. Let's move.
It has 2 squad transport slots,
Good and ready.
and we can fit 2 squads in there with upgrades, which is quite good.
Ready to execute. Advance to that position.
There's a bunch of little kicker text messages
Driver,
now with the
advance us
guard
forward.
specifically too.
Go ahead.
It's like when you board the transport, it's ready to transport our men. As you see, ready to transport our men.
Move us over there. Geared. Ready for action.
I thought it was a nice touch.
Move out.
There's also combat
Prepare to
lines too,
execute orders.
so if we shoot that, open fire with everything we've got.
Halt. Prepare to
Yeah,
move.
this thing's a bit quick. It has a multi-laser.
Clear strike zone.
It doesn't immediately react to this Kazakhstan squad. Actually, no, I can show off the multi-laser just like this.
Understood.
Like, we shoot this wreck. It's not half bad. It shoots
Hit the
anywhere from 3 to
target.
4 shots, giving it a nice
Engage.
burst.
Shoot. Shoot.
It also has a nice fire rate, which is
Halt. Move
not
out. Monitor the oil
not
pressure.
usually common for viewers. But yeah, we can also upgrade this to the live one or the Manticore AA. These will get shown off as you see they require full scale war. That is an upgrade in HQ. But we're gonna move on to company command force. Company command, you get
Machine gun
HM,
team ready for battle.
you get heavy weapon teams. So it's HWTs. You get Vindicators.
Officers taking the field for duty.
And you get Sentinels and Hellhounds. Also, all Astro Militon buildings can actually make Guardsmen. Even this
Officer
one.
has reported for duty.
So if you really want to just be the Horde, you can pump out Guardsmen.
And officers taking the
Like,
field
you
for duty.
have the officer with supervision, and you have the captain with supervision. You can really just pump out Guardsmen like it's no tomorrow, and just swarm over your enemy with a tide of guard.
Victory is at hand. We must just push,
Where we have the Hellhound. It's basically just a low armor, low HP. It has roughly the same armor and HP as a Chimera, for perspective. And all it has is a Hall of Flamethrower. Basically just the Churchill Crocodile. And it's not half bad. For an early game flame vehicle, it does its job. It also has smoke screens
Ready for action.
with the Chimera. since this is the Camaro Hellhound and this is just the Camaro Transport,
Advance to that position.
I used the Short-Tail model because it actually works with the flamethrower.
Go ahead, displace.
So just for better visualization. But the heavy weapon team, this guy is actually get a heavy bolter baseline. If you don't know what a heavy bolter is, it's the weapon Space Marines use. But a heavy variant. And the Guardsman can use this mainly as a team weapon.
Let's get moving.
Because if they use this as a hip-fire weapon, the arm's just gonna go off, period. Like, their arm is just gonna get torn. Battlefield ground attack, they actually have a small auto cannon. Effective. And it's just, you know, short rate of fire. This thing can do some
Get us over to
okay
that
damage
location.
against vehicles. It does a good enough job as a, like, team weapon support.
Prepare for this time. Go easy on the clutch.
Driver, forward.
Like, if we take this vehicle here,
Organize. Do as
we should
commanded.
be able to pin it without too many issues. Oh, it's out of range. In fact, this shows off. So heavy weapon teams, they have the entrench toggle. Entrenching reduces cooldown speed of the weapon, increases reload speed, increases range, and increases sight range, and makes the squad take less damage and gain more body armor. But yeah, they can suit this now. And as you see, it can sometimes pin. As it's a heavy bolter. Bolters are heavy bolters. The only difference is fire rate between them and magazine size. But bolters is in general suit 998. 998 is like on par with AT rifles. It's bigger on 30-06. So this actually has quite a bit of armor pin and damage. Considering all bolter rounds are also high explosive in a way. It's basically a full auto grenade launcher. As soon as it kills this vehicle, we're gonna show off one of its two upgrades. We're gonna show off both actually. But... So basically, okay, since that's now done, if you notice, there's two upgrades for it. First off, we got the heavy auto cannon. This basically just improves upon its rate of fire. So it increases rate of fire, AP, damage, and range at the cost of accuracy being worse. And it's not half bad. If you notice, the range jumps up by a noticeable degree, and its rate of fire is much quicker. So not only does it get fire rate, AP, damage, and range increases, it actually gets a magazine size increase as well. So this thing can actually fire for even longer without needing to reload.
Driver,
And if we
displace to that
send up
point.
a Panzer II, it should just die
Promotion received.
from just a heavy autocannon hitting it. But of course, that's the heavy autocannon. There is in fact another upgrade you could go down.
Heavy machine gun group are ready for action.
Being the Ras Cannon. Ras Cannon is specifically anti-vehicle. With the autocannon, you at least maintained some level of anti-infantry. Even if your accuracy was worse, you still maintained some anti-infantry firepower. The Ras Cannon, on the other hand, was
Driver, let's go.
actually let me switch out the target.
Keep the RPM up.
It's much more
Get stuck.
much more powerful against vehicles, but lacks the anti-infantry firepower.
Promotion
So like, as you see, I just took off like half the health one. And it's like nice too because it has like the mortal effect. Giving it a nice like kick to it. But generally you want to entrench your team weapons, even if it disables your movement. Because it's just so nice to have. It's so because it reduces the damage you take by 50%. AKA you take half as much damage. And you get plus 10 armor, which is actually not half bad. It's about on par with a Kugelraken. So it makes the squad much more tanky at the cost of move speed. Next up you have the Sentinel. This thing can actually capture decap points and cap points. It's also quite quick, sealing everything. And it boasts the same multi-razor as the Chimera, giving it a nice 3 to 4 round burst, which is quite effective against both infantry and vehicles, since you have 3 to 4 shots of, you know, most likely hitting the target or dealing AoE damage. It doesn't do too much damage, but it can still do quite a bit. Next up we have General Storm. And General Storm is he's quite good. He has his speech. He actually has 2 variants. When you press this, they apply the same bonuses, but there's actually 2 different Kickle text speeches. So I'll let one play out in full. Heal, but this is just an overall stat boost to all nearby infantry. Nearby is defined by the command panther aura, effectively. So it's actually one of the largest auras in the game, effectively. But yeah, let's see what's Kickle text from, because there's 2 different variants. Ah, yes, it's the enemies of the Imperium Hilmi. You have come here to die. The Immortal Emperor is with us, and we are invincible. His soldiers will strike you down. His war machines will crush you under their treads. His mighty guns will bring the very sky crashing down upon you. You cannot win. The God Emperor has given us his greatest weapon. So make yourself ready. Yeah, this squad is it's much better. It's not since you have the passive aura, the guardsmen in the squad is also better, as they're effectively veteran guardsmen. And you have strafing on. For 80 munitions, you can call down a effectively 32 bomb drop. Basically 32 mortar rounds drop into the area. And it's pretty tight scattered, so you can just effectively obliterate a defensive position. I'm actually thinking about making it well actually later on he's gonna get his command squad upgrades, like the priest, the cycle, the Kamazal. So he can get execute, fanaticism, and the cycle stuff, like chain lightning. But we have 3 upgrades to cover, and like 3 more units to cover, even though there's only 2 here on the rod. And we have another ability to cover, in fact. So, first off, we got the Basilisk. Basilisk heal is the Basilisk from Dawn of War Winter Assault. So you can just go over here and you can blast people, which is quite good. It effectively gives the guard a way to deal with crunked up enemies like that. This is obviously exactly true.
Light tank ready to deploy.
But we have the Earth Cycle round. For 200 manpower, you can fire an Earth Cycle. It's a bit buggy as of calling, but after 10 seconds he will fire a round. Sometimes, as I said, it's a bit buggy, but yeah, he fired that one. And as it lands, we can see the devastation. 144 kills. Let me say that again. 144 kills. With one round of the Earth Cycle. Obviously this is a lot, but you're gonna need it for the current moment. As it's I mean, you could look at the mini-map, dear god, they're already back at max, effectively. This is not all AI. But yeah, next up we got the Lehman Russ. And the Lehman Russ is the Lehman Russ. You got your cannon. You got your hull mount stuff. You got your hull mount heavy bolters.
Get us over to that location. Schnell.
So if we bring it up here and make all these guys enemies. I mean, as you see, yeah, eventually the heavy bolters will open up the sides and hole, and it'll just start firing. It gives this tank a lot of firepower, as it's effectively the heavy bolter from the heavy weapon team. Granted, do quite a bit more damage output than a normal like short sword. It's still a weak tank. It's not the best level. It only has a 1200 HP, which is, for my mod, not a lot. Like a medium to heavy tank. But yeah, this isn't half bad. Obviously the squad's actually invincible. I forgot to turn off invincibility. But if you notice, it has upgrades, but I can't get them currently.
Ready?
This is because it has the same thing as the Chimera,
Crew, stand ready. Move out.
making you be able to customize your guard forces even further. Being, you can either pick the plasma cannon or Punisher cannon for the main gun after you get full-scale war. Now I'd be wondering, what is the full-scale war upgrade? Let's first off cover the other two upgrades. We get Kasrkin Normal. Kasrkin squads gain increased health and armor. This is a quite good buff.
Officer has reported for duty.
This puts Kasrkin from a standard HP amount of 80 all the way up to 100. Basically, you get that upgrade in a. They basically gain like 30% more HP, which is quite nice. But the more insane one, I mean, it also gives armor, but the more insane one is genetic enhancement. This increases move speed and it also increases sight range. So Kasrkin can start moving much quicker. They're effectively at sprinting speed passively, which is quite nice, but you are capped to 3 of these squads, so it's understandable. But this is just passive sprint effectively, and you could still fire while moving, and your movement speed doesn't go away. And of course, the upgrade I've been alluding to, that, you know, unlocks 2 new vehicles, unlocks the upgrade line of the Lehman Russ. It's of course Full Scale War,
Move out.
which is over here. So in Full Scale War, it unlocks the deployment of upgrades to the Lehman Russ, unlocks the upgrades to the Chimera, it unlocks the deployment of a Shadow Sword Baneblade.
Light tank
Yes,
ready
I'm
for
giving you a
action.
Baneblade, which is
forward.
just insane. I am giving you a moving house, effectively. You also get a Commando Ball ability, able to drop down a torch from a little bit, because why not? Drop in some Sisters of Battle. And the Hellhound. The Hellhound's actually special, as it gains an outright passive increase, as it gains its use of sponsor mount heavy bolters, making it act like the Lehman Mercenary. But yeah, we got drop pod sources. This will literally spawn in a torch with Kazakin. It doesn't spawn in the Sisters of Battle currently, as I haven't made the unit. I don't know if I will. I may just use a Kazakin as a placeholder. But yeah, we got drop pod sources effective, you know?
An officer is taking the field for duty.
And you get we quote unquote sister battle squads. And you get a heavy weapon team inside. And this is permanently yours, because I may do more with this building in the future. And even better yet, let's say you kill this. It leaves no level behind. Like none. So like, even if it gets down, like you have, which is actually kind of funny, because apparently it gives heavy cover. Meaning you actually have a deployable heavy cover area. But yeah, you get 3 caps with quote unquote Sisters of Battle as Kazakin. And a heavy weapon team, which is not half bad.
Ready to
But for the
driver,
real thing,
advance us forward.
Full Scale War actually enables the Chimera to deploy Cyclops demolition
Prepare to
vehicles.
execute orders.
Although this is a bit buggy and doesn't currently work.
Understood.
But you can upgrade into the Rival
Ready
Motor
to carry
Battery,
out instructions. Ready
and you
for
can
action.
upgrade into the Manticore.
We're ready to execute orders. Drive, gear.
Manticore is your
Stand ready.
anti-aircraft.
Onwards, let's move.
It's not bad at all.
Stop. Await orders.
If we would say place it over here,
Move out.
on it to the enemy, and I have an airstrike action. Let's go into U.S. Forces Commando abilities mission, and we have a P-47 recon. That was some okay. Okay, so recon on. Let's say we recon on the Manticore. As the aircraft comes in, it's gonna shoot a missile at it. It went down already, okay.
Launching overflight.
Maybe it went down from all the other vehicles. But yeah, this isn't half bad. Okay, no, it's getting shot down before it even arrives. So it's recon one over here. But yeah, it will shoot at aircraft with rockets. God damn it. Okay. Let's say it's in this corner.
Launching overflight.
And a recon plane flies away. And it should attack. keyboard should. God damn it, don't tell me it doesn't. It was working in beta testing. This recording's getting long. I need to finish this up. So it shuts back.
Light tank ready to deploy. Crew, get ready.
And so the Ivan Mortal battery is your long-range mortal tank. If like, it has the same HP and armor as a well, simply put, same HP and armor as a Camaro, and has a quad mortal setup.
Light vehicle destroyed.
Basically acts as its own mobile balls vehicle, able to just suppress down an infantry group of just sheer number of mortal weapons. It actually gets use high explosive incendiary mortar balls, or Heinrich, or Heineck. I don't know how to say it, but this doesn't work currently for some reason. I think it's the projectile not having the correct death time. So I'll fix that later. But the Remanus, it can either pick from a plasma cannon, increases range, damage, AP, but increases reload times. It also changes the effect. This is much more of an anti-vehicle, if you get this. Or you can get the Punisher cannon. Increases reload speed, fire rate, enables burst fire, but lowers the damage and armor pin. Basically becomes anti-infantry, as you can see. Gives him a good old Punisher, able to punish the infantry. So after that, after you pick a main gun weapon, you can actually pick from a hull weapon. So you can either pick from a hull mount plasma gun. So instead of a heavy bolter heal, you can actually pick up a plasma gun. Or, you could pick up a heavy framer. Because why not bomb the heretics? You know? Just, you know, just burn them out. And then you have Sponson mount plasma guns, changing out the heavy bolters on the Sponsons out for plasma guns. And this effectively becomes a quite effective vehicle. There will be another Sponson mount upgrade, probably. But like, this is actually not half bad, considering everything. You also have Grinding Advance. Grinding Advance is not from Dawn of War. This is taken from the tabletop. But the crew will half the movement speed, but gain, if the vehicle will gain a 50% movement speed penalty, but it gains a 2 times faster reload and fire rate, with +5 sight range and weapon range, while active. This obviously makes it much slower than normal, since you've half the move speed. But, as you can see eventually, it kind of shreds, like right to the vehicles. And the 50% reload and fire rate bonus also applies to the Sponson and hull mount, and not just the main gun. It applies to all weapons on the vehicle, which makes it really effective.
With a heavy tank.
But then we have the Shadow Sword, Baneblade. This thing technically is an anti-Titan vehicle. No, I'm not adding Titans. No one can convince me to. because we do not have custom models here. Also, I forgot the Vindicator, but the Vindicator is just a sniper with ability that doubles the range temporarily. It's just a sniper. Who cares? But the Shadow Sword. Shadow Sword is a Baneblade variant made to take on Titans, as I said. It still fields an array of weapons, technically in war, but I can't have that here because the company of here is too large. I can, but it won't look good. But yeah, Shadow Sword.
Light tank ready for action.
This thing has quite a bit of range, and you can just pile it in there and it just kills everything. You know, it's a Shadow Sword. It has a volcano cannon.
Ready to move.
Like that, Soul Lieutenant Kuno is on the elf. He's just gonna die, you know. One shot, one kill. Or if he survives, he takes massive amounts of damage. But I'll talk about this in a minute, you know. This seems a bit ridiculous. But yeah, that's the Astro Militar.
Ready for orders.
Welcome to the God of Worlds. They will be with you shortly. And I mean that by one of the mod turns 1 year old. But yeah, it gets the Hyper Lethal Commando done. That gets the Astro Militar done. And next up, we get the GDI stuff. GDI does in fact have a new faction.
Command post is coming as requested.
And
Work to
it's
construct
kind
a
of
new
mixed.
platoon command post is finished.
So when you get up to the
Your
GDI War
forces have
Factory,
constructed a company command post.
so first off,
An engineer unit is ready
engineers,
for action.
they've had us for quite a bit, but Armory Command Post.
We're not blowing anything up.
For all your upgrades in it, this also has war support. This is quite vital, as this increases your income once you have your war factory made.
Awaiting instructions. Right then. We're doing out. We're moving.
But yeah, this gives you all your upgrades, and it also gives you 2 special, special units, you know. It gives you gun game, commandos, and Valentine Ultras. Valentine Ultra being a cut unit base game, and the gun game commando just being something fun I thought of. For cheap. But, yeah, once you're at the war factory, you can
Anvil
post your
tactics are
angle
being
on it.
perfected. The enemy will get a nasty shock if they attack.
This is, of course, the portrait changes I'm talking about. You get proper portraits for stuff.
Marksman trained in a way to
Like,
get targets.
Mammoth looks nice now. The Zone Trooper looks nice. These are official artwork, which I'm not taking from the fans.
Rev up. Let them know we're coming. All
I don't want to
infantry
take from the
squads can
fans
have an
because it's just a
additional
lawsuit
infantryman.
waiting to happen. Or like a DC, trademark claim or whatever. So I will just work with the official artwork of the games and whoever I'm working with.
Let's have a bit of work. Put your back in.
Unless I have specifically permission from someone to use it. But
What's next
Pitbull
then?
also has this.
Time to roll. Be kind to the gearbox.
But yeah, so once you're at War Factory, you have a new choice, Sub-Faction Orc. This unlocks your Sub-Faction pick from HQ, but blocks other factions, like the Allies, which we added after the Hyper Lethal Commando. But this also enables Kodiak support. So after you get it, you can make Kodiak uplinks right here. Basically, it gives you a few abilities. These have like 5-minute cooldowns, but you get an awful of bombardment, drop pods, radar scan, and bombing runs. But you have 2 paths. You can either go Zocom. Zocom is pretty basic. It's the non-game changing faction. It replaces Zone Troopers with Zone Raiders, so you no longer have to prestige. Kodiak abilities recharge 20% faster. And your Grenadier, Guardian APCs, and String Shots are to deploy at Vet 1. You also get a 7% increased ammo income. But the real boy, the one that's practically a 5th faction I'm adding, is Steel Talons. You get 2nd Tibble and Biostorm Crisis infantry and mech walkers, and modern the Disruptor and modern vehicles of Steel Talons. And the Kodiak gains Aegis Guard, and it gains a 2nd Balal's ability. As you see, currently it has only 1 orbital bombardment and no Guardian Seal. But when I go into this,
Battle drills for hammer attacks are ready for use.
I now have orbital bombardment and Aegis Seal. And I can upgrade with Stratofighters.
One extra soldier
When
can
you,
be added
when
to
you do
infantry
this, you
squads now.
unlock Stratofile Firehawk Overwatch. Which is just godsend. You know? This grants GDIs a lot of firepower. Like, an insane amount of firepower for free. I mean, it's not free. You have to pick sub-faction lock. You have to pay 800 manpower. This is always visible on the map, no matter what. But it's pretty good, you know? It's effectively their super weapon. But you get Firestorm Crisis Right
A
infantry,
new infantry section is ready for
Disc
battle.
Rolls,
RE
medics,
sappers
if you
reporting
use
in.
APC, with air
New universal
transport.
carrier ready for use.
So you have light infantry, medics, Disc Rolls, you know, basics. Disc Rolls actually have a much longer range than Grenadiers, but lack anti-infantry.
HQ is under attack. Typical enemy trick, isn't it?
Medics are just medics, you know. But, first off, we got the APC. The amphibious APC. This is not actually amphibious, but,
Army commandos ready to go.
it has
A new
5
engineer section is
transport
waiting for
slots for
orders.
infantry. You have the British Crown Corps as a meme, and it's a legitimate unit you can make.
Ready to move.
Like, this is quite ridiculous. You know?
Loaded up and ready to
Because
move.
there's technically 6 units in one spot now.
And do try to get us there in one piece.
It also has the M6 anti-tank mine. This is the Vet-3 variant, actually. So when vehicles trigger the mine, they have heavy engine damage.
Carrier ready to move off. Moving to
The
position.
repair transport also has this. And the repair transport has the M3 area repair as a passive. You don't even have to deploy for it.
Off we go, driver.
It's just straight up passive. And this also has a weapon
Ready
unlike,
want us.
unlike the amphibious variant.
Loaded up and ready to
So
move.
this has no weapons, this has a whole MG.
Moving out.
But that's not why you picked
Engine,
Steel
off we go.
Talons. No
Find a
one
gear,
picks
there's a good
Steel
shout.
Talons for infantry
Moving
and
off now.
transports. Who would do that?
Tickets, please. And away
You
we
get the
go.
coolest. You get Titans.
Sherman Firefly complete.
You
Off we
get
go. How's the oil pressure?
Wolverines.
Where do you need? Moving off to new location.
You get
You now have
Disruptors.
a new comet tank.
Behemoths. Mammoth Mark
An
II.
engineer unit is ready for action.
Moving now.
And it's just so much fun, you know. Like, Behemoth is a passive file juggernaut.
Well, here goes Bovington's finest.
Basically, it's just gonna pacify.
Ready to fire. Watch out for the
It acts
recoil.
as a suppressive heavy artillery piece,
At your
effectively,
service, Alfred. Let's move. Where do you want us?
which is quite nice. As you see, it fires 3 cells passively at enemies, and it just, you know, acts as heavy artillery.
There's no sneaking
You have the
about in one of
Disruptor.
these.
It
Drive.
doesn't work like its Firestorm Crisis counterpart. Basically just a super fiery frac panel.
On our way.
I wish I could make the Disruptor
Let's be
more
off.
of that.
Just like driving.
Away we go.
But like, we have the Titan,
Going into attack.
which fires nice, powerful rounds.
Nice and steady though.
And if you actually get Railgun upgrade at the armory, you get Railgun, you can overcharge your Railgun.
All infantry squads can have an additional infantryman.
This increases rate of fire and increases range, but it will suffer damage over time. But yeah, while this is active, you get this much range. It's literally almost just queen of space,
On
which
the
is
attack.
impressive
Shall we go?
because it means
Here we
it
go.
also takes a movement speed penalty. But like,
Target
this thing is
chosen.
quite nice, you know. You also get red text saying overcharge real well.
Move this heap.
Ready for
The
some...
Shall we
Wolverine
move then?
is,
Well, let's
of course,
be
you know,
Time
your
to roll.
anti-infantry.
Tank ready.
Firefly loaded and ready.
So like we make these ME infantry, and you can see.
Under fire! Enemy squad is targeted! Receiving
You can see here the Wolverine has a nice fire,
Go ahead.
as it has
Ready
dual
for
mountain
orders.
miniguns, giving a good bit of damage output against infantry.
Infantry squad blown into the middle of next week. Pushing on now.
But yeah, the real prize of the show, the Mammoth Mark II. This thing, I'm not gonna lie, it's able to solo arms. If you handle it correctly. Tactically, as you see, it's currently 2 units. The rocket pods act. Those rocket launchers, the vehicles are the MG, and the MG42s or MG34s you see here are auto cannons. So on top of having a cannon, this thing has basically 6 other hardpoint weapons. As a way for me to bypass the,
Vehicle ready to go.
or like, having it look bad cap, you know? It's a bit buggy as South Corner. But like you see here, it packs some firepower when it comes down to it.
Fire from heavy armor! Back us up!
Yeah, it's quite nice. Oh, we're not gonna talk about this. But currently, the AI, Soviet AI, the Polish that the faction doesn't exist as a faction document effectively, has a event going on instead. Since there's no faction document to work with or any units I can make, they've gotten an event. And this event you see here is quite powerful. You know, you have a Panzerkampfwagen 6 Maus, a Kargat, and 26 Aces, Heos. Heos come in at the 60-minute mark.
Heavy armor firing at us! AFE ready to go!
But yeah, it's just... these things are just powerful, you know? Hell, let's just go on a nice little stroll across the countryside before I wrap this up. Since it's been an hour and 30 minutes, I don't need to take up more of your time. Let's just see the Mammoth Mark II kill all these units from the Polish event that's been gathering.
Enemy armor getting a bit frisky!
Oh yeah, so the railgun upgrade actually improves the autocannons and rockets of the Mammoth Mark II. On top of granting the Titan ability, but armor-piercing rounds increases the damage. It basically does the same thing, but for the MGs of the Titan. Not Titan, but
One
Mammoth.
extra soldier can be added to infantry squads now.
It's quite nice.
Infantry squad dead as ordered.
I mean, as you see, it's just shredding through the enemy at this point.
Taking hits from enemy armor!
But yeah, honestly, I don't think I could kill that. So I'm actually gonna show off the Kodiak real quick. Here's what the Kodiak does. It's barrage. I'm doing both of these since it's technically double the amount of enemies.
Heavy armor fire! Targets!
Yeah, this is the beta. And there's some red banner stuff. Okay. I think that's enough showing off right now. So yeah. This is the end for the video.